The power of God hits a toddler at the altar of a church, and you will not believe what happens to the rest of the congregation. Watch this. My name is Ariel Harrison. Welcome to my channel. This is a platform for Jesus Christ where you will have Christ glorifying content. Thank you for watching. This video moved me. I saw this on a TikTok, and when I saw it, I felt the presence of God hit me from the screen from watching this video. So I wanted to show you all the long form, the whole extended video. It's 5+ minutes. I wanted to play it for you all and just give you a play-by-play of what's happening. So sit back, enjoy, and if you feel the presence of God, be sure to worship Him along with the people in this video. Let's watch. What I know right off the bat is that this seems like a church in Latin America, or Latin America sounds like they're speaking Spanish or something like that. I have no idea where this church is. I don't know who this man of God is. If you know who this man of God is or where this church is located, please let me know. I would love to be able to put their names in the description of the video. So if you want to find this church, you can actually locate it. But let's watch this.
Una de las palabras que yo recibí es que va a venir en el 2023 un avivamiento infantil. Yo le dije al Señor,
So you see the baby at the altar. You see she's young. And I have a 2-year-old. She looks like she's 2 and under. She looks like she's 1, to be honest. Very small, very young. She's at the altar. Her head is laying down on the altar, and you hear her screaming. When I first saw this video, I thought that there was like an audio problem. It sounded like an animal screaming or something, to be honest. No offense. But when I looked deeper, I was like, oh, that's that baby screaming. And her head is on the altar. And if you have a child that's young or you've been around kids this age, something just looks not something looks unusual, because you the first thought is maybe she's throwing a tantrum, and I had a lot of people in the comments saying, "Oh, she's throwing a tantrum. That's a tantrum." But no, tantrums don't look like this. Tantrums, when kids have tantrums, they're having a total nervous system meltdown. Like they're flailing their body, they're out of control, they're screaming, they're out of it. And this baby is so still. When tantrums happen, it's not still like this. So let's keep watching. And then she starts tapping the stage. And this is where I'm really like, whoa, because when I get hit by the power of God, I tap. There have been times when I've been hit by the power of God and it's been so overwhelming that you do just kind of like hit something, because you feel so much glory and like the electricity running through your body that sometimes it's just like, whoa, what's going on? So when I saw her tapping, I was like, this little girl is feeling the presence of God. Let's keep watching.
dale volumen a eso.
And this part, the whole church falls to their knees. And the part that is so striking to me is like, look at the church members. You see men in suits. You see men that look, these men look really strong. They look really manly. And they're on their knees, right? They are on their knees. There were people in the comments, I made a short of this, and people in the comments were like, test the spirits. What is going on? This could be something, some witchcraft or something. But I'm like, look at what's happening to the men. They are on their knees and they are in worship to God. Some of these men are crying, and they're not giving attention to the man on the stage. They are corporately worshiping God, and you can see it and you can feel it. If you're in the spirit and you're a spirit-filled person, spirit-filled believer in Jesus Christ, you don't need an explanation for this video. You do not need an explanation. You don't need to understand the language that they're speaking. It's evident what's going on. It's plain as day and it is evident. Let's keep watching. They're just in deep worship. Not a single hand in the building is not raised or head bowed in worship and reverence to God right now. What I want to point out too is that the baby at the altar, she has not moved. She's not looking around. She's not trying to find her daddy, her mama. She has not moved. If you have a child or you know kids, that is very unusual. Already, this video has been playing for about 2 minutes. She's been frozen there for 2 minutes. If you see on the screen that man with the black suit and the white shirt, if when we continue watching, he tries to like see if she's okay. He like taps her and talks to her, and she is ignoring him. She is so in the presence of God. Keep watching.
Hoy es un día para que la casa estuviera llena. Y una princesita está siendo la predicadora de hoy. Vestido de adoración. Jocelyn, tu princesita me está dando una palabra, hija. Eso es lo que tienes que hacer. Tu propia princesita te está dando una palabra, hija. Hay presencia de Dios aquí. Entiéndanos. Nos está llamando el Señor.
And I wish there was a Spanish speaking person that could just translate this for us, because I know whoever watches this video, someone in the comments will be able to translate. And thank you so much. I'm thanking you in advance. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And I want to say too to the man on stage, to the minister on stage, he is doing such an amazing job yielding to the Spirit of God. And it is not an accident to get an atmosphere where people have taken down their guard and they are humbly bowed before the Lord, and every knee is bowed and all the hands are raised in worship to God. That he has done some plowing in the Spirit. He has let the Spirit lead him to set this atmosphere. And that's not something that you stumble on. It's not something that happens by accident. Some people in the comments were like, I hate it when people are so emotional and they cry and they do all this sorts of stuff. And I'm like, baby, have you read your Bible? Have you read when the men and women of God had encounters with God in the Bible? Have you read how they fell on their faces? Some of them fell down like they were dead. Some of them like cried and bowed because of the overwhelming power of God's glory when encounters with God's glory takes place. So people often speak from like a religious place, and any sign of movement and emotionalism or being touched bothers them. But I really believe that's just a religious spirit, because you know even in the Bible, Jesus, when the woman washed his feet with her tears and broke the alabaster box at his feet, back then the people were irritated by that. They're like, if Jesus knew the type of woman this was, he wouldn't let her do that. It's like religious spirits always have something to critique. There's a lot of critique, and there's a lot of I wouldn't do that. It was like, okay, yeah, you wouldn't do it because your heart is stony and cold, and you really aren't that connected to God in the first place. But anyway, let's keep going.
Mientras oraba, le decía, Señor, ven a esta ciudad San Antonio. Y escuché una voz que me dijo, ¿y quién me traerá?
This is what I'm saying. He's wrapping his arms around her, kissing her, and talking to her, and she has not budged.
Permíteme decir, yo te voy a traer a San Antonio. Habrá alguien que se una conmigo. porque esta es la manera, esta es la forma. Deja de estar preocupado y mejor corre a tu lugar secreto. En su presencia está todo lo que necesitamos. Rababaquías, una casa donde se adore a Dios, una casa que se adore en espíritu y en verdad, una casa que provoque, una casa que traiga el centro a la ciudad.
Wow, guys. Is that not so powerful? Do you feel the presence of the Lord coming from that? Whoa. I had to show this to you all. I had to give you the guys the full version. If this blessed you, please type in the comments what your thoughts are. Type in the comments what you feel watching this video. What do you think? What do you feel? What are your thoughts? I want to hear about them. Be sure to chat it up in the comments. Also, subscribe, follow for more. I will be having more content surrounding this. I also had a live video. I will connect this in my description. I went live talking about the presence of God. Hop on onto that live. It's a good teaching. 7 things that attract the presence of God. So watch that video, follow, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.